What's going on, everyone? It's Peyton from P-Dog Films, and today starts the beginning of a long-awaited week. On Friday, we were leaving to go to the Days of the Dead Horror Con, which we were really pumped about, Ethan and I. So, I'm not really going to have time to film the morning stuff, so I'm just filming it now. So we're getting ready to leave to go to the Days of the Dead. I'm going with Michael, but I'll try and document as much as I can. So we'll see you there.
What do you need some drinks for? Come on, man. Have some ice cream.
Can I have some? Like,
Cute. Yeah, very proud of it.
Yeah. Always cute. Thank you. I'm torn because I really like this one.
I wanted to hear your commentary.
Oh my god. Oh, these were fucking seizures.
No. 26 in California. There.
I've been there too. How you doing? Find anything interesting? Interested in a limited edition VHS copy of Halloween, mint condition, never been opened. Still has the Best Buy sticker. Interested?
No.
You won't find these anywhere, not even on the dark web.
We're running out of money.
Look at that, and it has a hologram. You don't see that, right? Look at that, a hologram. What do you say?
No.
Or two Funkos, buy two get one free.
Studios, is anybody not familiar with Trick or Treat? They're pretty much the standard right now of Halloween masks, but I have sculpted 4 masks for them. Shorty, Fatso from Killers from Outer Space, Killjoy from a movie I did, and Gingerbread Man.
I love Shorty.
Yeah, that's my favorite sculpture I ever did.
Yeah, I like when he's punching the guys.
Of course.
It more looks like a Jason thing, but
We're down to 2 minutes, folks.
it
2
looks like,
minutes.
it looks like that Jason killed from Part
Don't
8.
fold now. Julius.
Yeah. And then just the head fell in the trash.
Of course it did. That's where heads belong, right? The nose.
New mask. The movie theater dogs, let it slide. Mm-hmm. Just let your feet slide off. Yeah, you trip. I always trip. here.
And then,
I found acting, you know. I had a chemistry teacher was you know, also the acting teacher, Mr. Fairchild. And he said, "You got something, kid," and you know, we just started having fun. And then next thing you know, went to UConn, and then took a break, and then got a scholarship to Gene O'Neill and Trinity Rep Conservatory, so I got my master's there.
that's wonderful. But you went to University of Connecticut?
Yeah, for a year and a half.
Yeah.
I wanted to major in theater there, but they were more focused on musical theater, and I love musicals, but I'm not a singer. I'm not a tap dancing kind of guy. So I just hung around the campus and crashed every cake party I could think of. You know, it's a secret when you're in college. You get this same cup, you know, and you keep it in your dorm room, and you find out where it's at. When you just walk in like you know everybody.
That's a good tip, everyone. So, you know, how did Candyman come to you? Did you have to audition for it, or was it offered? Did you know the story beforehand?
No, I didn't. I did a film in Africa called The Last Element, aka The Ivory Hunters, and Bernard Rose, who directed and wrote the adaptation, saw me in it, and I played a Kenyan, and that was kind of the stature he was looking for. I mean, you know, the studio had their wish list. At one point, they would ask Eddie Murphy if he'd be interested, but Bernard wasn't. So he fought for me, and that's how that happened. And the new Candyman drops August 27th this year. One of the last things I did before the lockdown happened was finish Candyman. And my last night in Chicago, I went to a little funky spot called The Exit.
I actually know somebody who texted me. He's like, "I hear Tony Todd's at The Exit right now."
Man, it was supposed to be a quiet night.
I wasn't there. I was working. You're Tony Todd, guys. Come on.
No, they were very respectful. It was a fun time. It was the only action that was around. We had been to Kingston Mines, and Kingston is still alive. They were in trouble for a minute. All my musician friends here, and all my theater friends in New York, and all the technicians that work on shows, and the concessions people. I mean, everybody's got the blues, but blues musicians really have the blues right now. I mean, the jam, you know. So let's bring this back.
Yes, please. I mean, it's great to be at a convention again. We're going to feel a little normal, see our family.
Face, and I'm surprised at how many people are actually masking up. That's like so, because the more we stick together, the sooner we'll get through this nonsense.
It's true. I mean, I don't like it, but you gotta do it. Just gotta do it.
Who likes it?
Yeah.
You ever flown on a plane for 5 hours with a mask on?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't even, you know, I wanted to blow my nose. Dallas here, but you don't want to do that because so I just kept adjusting it. Because I'm looking at my glasses, right? You breathe and my glasses fall out and it runs
So, I think everyone here is here because they love Candyman. Am I right? Yeah. I personally love Candyman because it's a beautiful love story.
It is a love story.
And it's Daniel's just tragic journey of loving someone he couldn't.
And I think the second film picks up on that. I mean, first of all, we have the wonderful Nia DaCosta, a budding future big name director. She just got picked up to do Captain Marvel on the basis of just this film. And we have the puppetry in the film is the local Chicagoans. They do a wonderful job. The whole film was shot in Chicago.
And I love it.
What used to be Community Green.
Yeah.
But it's you know, Jordan gives a lot of tropes to the original, and it's a continuation. And at the same time, you know, Candyman is I don't want to go into much, but I mean, he never died.
No. Right. I loved in the trailer. Everyone seen the trailer? loved seeing the character of Anne Marie McCoy back.
Oh, yeah.
Played by the same actress.
Same Vanessa.
Yes, Vanessa
Yeah.
Williams. I love it when they bring back a character and the same actress. It makes me so happy.
But no, he called him out by name. He said, "This little Noah over there, and Sean, and you're gonna get to know each other." And I said, "Okay." And they were all just swarming around this thing, and but I knew I had to accept it because Candyman can't have any fear. You know, he's organic. And he's a part. He's a corpse, a walking corpse. So once we owned it, it was all flesh. The crew, however, the second one in particular, they got stuck a lot. They didn't like that too much.
Ouch. I don't even like one bee sting, let alone multiple.
Yeah, Virginia, I think, got 2. I got 24. But
There were 24 in one movie or 24 throughout your...
3.
All 3.
So it was fun. I mean, I love the character, and I was so honored when, because I heard about it before Jordan called me, and I was in South Africa shooting something, and he called me, and that made my day.
Awesome. So, before we take it to the audience for questions, I wanted to ask you what is one of the pieces of work you've done in your movie that most people wouldn't know, but you want them to know about?
Well, primarily, right at the beginning of the pandemic, Bernard and I did a quick film. No, it was not a quick film. Me and Danny Houston, and it's called Traveling Light. And Bernard thinks it's my best work, but it's for you to tell us. Right, it happens right at the beginning of the pandemic, so it's about just as the world was shutting down, and we were able to capture some of the riots that happened in LA after George Floyd's murder. So.
Where can people view that? Is it out or not?
He's shopping it around
Shopping
festivals right now. We have a strong edit, King Khan in Berlin, so he really believes in it. And then I've been doing a lot of work. We've got a new series on Netflix right now called Dragon's Blood. Play a lovable dragon called Slyra. And Masters of the Universe is dropping soon.
Yeah.
Oh, and a new video game. I don't know if I should say. I can't say. Almost spilled the beans.
You get in trouble. Okay, is there any audience questions for Tony?
Happiness. Yes.
All right, so huge Clive Barker fan, huge Candyman fan. The Forbidden takes place not in Chicago.
Right.
How did Clive receive the changes to the story? I mean,
He loved
it
it.
packs a big punch, obviously
Yeah,
being in Cabrini Green, but
That was a mutual decision between Clive and Bernard because one of the producers had mentioned that, and they both knew it would be more topical and much more socially relevant if it was took place in an urban, claustrophobic environment and used an American actor. But Clive was totally on board for that when it happened, and he was on set, twice a week. But he was hands off. Bernard just took over. It was Bernard's genius to transpose it from Liverpool to Chicago, and therefore becoming part of Chicago history.
thank you.
Which has brought me here to Chicago. It's the first time I ever came here.
Really?
Since I did it, I can't get away from it.
Welcome back.
Except in the winter.
Yeah.
I've been here.
It's not bad.
No, I heard it was a good one.
Layer up.
You guys were 85 there you go?
Yeah. It's pretty warm. Yep. Any other questions?
I also love your character in Final Destination. How'd that come about?
Because James Wong and Glenn had written. That was originally an episode for X-Files.
Okay.
And they were staff writers there, and I had met them when I was on X-Files. And it didn't make it on the show, but they held on to it. And I can say this honestly. It's the one time I can thank Samuel L. Jackson for passing. He never passes.
I love that character. I know the character.
Yeah, so I inherited the opportunity.
Awesome.
Fantastic.
Such a great character.
Yeah.
He really is.
Well, they're working on a new one. You know, the writers of Saw had it for a minute, and they didn't like 3 drafts, and we're trying again because they know that people want it.
Mhm.
So we'll see.
Anybody else?
What was your favorite part to do as Zoom in the Flash?
You know, meeting the cast finally, because I did all my stuff remotely, so I finally was doing Dead of Summer in Vancouver, and I got to go over there and actually meet them. I loved, I think it was episode 4, you know, when we had the race first time, and I loved, you know, just dangling little Barry around, stopping bullets. It was so fun. When they called me about that, originally it was only going to be 3 episodes or something, and it was between me and my friend Keith David, and they said, we'll make up our minds, and they called me, and it was wonderful, you know, and it helped me get further voiceover work. So, between that and Transformers. So thank you all for loving the work. And if you don't like it work, just tell me.
Your voiceover work is amazing. It's so good. Yeah. And that's where artists have really thrived during the pandemic, is that's something you can do at home, in a home studio.
Studio.
Mm-hmm.
I did a movie in December called The Changed. I think I can talk about this. Yeah, I know I can. Where I play a human alien, right? Yeah, but that was, we had to, when we made that, we had to get tested every day, right? And then sweat it out, and then go to work. It was amazing, but we got it done. So there's a bunch of stuff in the game.
That's great, I'm so excited.
I play a lovable alien.
Who wants to see Tony as a lovable alien?
Really a great script, seriously.
That's great.
And there's another movie called All Gone Wrong, which we shot in Missouri and St. Louis. It's based on a true story about a suburban crime syndicate. And I played the head of the syndicate. So that was fun. As a matter of fact, I don't know if he's in the room. No, we had one scene I used a dragon. That's what he was. Manic-depressive, maniacal-depressive dragon.
What's your favorite kind of role to play?
Dads.
Dads. Yeah. No research involved?
No, when my daughter stopped talking to me at age 14 for almost a year, I had to study quick. Now she texts me almost every hour now. So,
Oh.
yeah, it's awesome.
That's good.
Dads, all you fathers, you know what I'm talking about.
There could also be a lot of horror in being dead.
Yeah, I got a friend that's got 4 daughters.
Oh, yeah. He's cursed.
No, daughters are wonderful. So are sons.
What are your memories working with Brandon Lee on The Crow?
I was very close to Brandon. He was a wonderful guy. We shot that in Warrington. And, you know, he was so passionate about breaking away from his father's footsteps. And his fiance was on the set every day. Michael Massey just passed. You know, was the gentleman that had the weapon when that thing went down. But Brandon was a chain smoker. We played pool every night. You know, he was so looking forward to this opportunity. That's why at one point Paramount was going to shelve it, even though we had 90% of the shot. And we got them to reconsider, and we got it completed in his honor. So anybody that ever talks about The Crow, I have to say that Brandon was the most unaffected star that I've ever met. You know, he was humble, which he should be, because anybody's given this gift, it's going to be appreciated, because you never know. Oh, he called him out by name. He said, "This little Noah over there, and Sean, and you're gonna get to know each other." And I said, "Okay." And they were all just swarming around this thing, and I knew I had to accept it because Candyman can't have any fear. You know, he's organic. And he's a part. He's a corpse, a walking corpse. So once we owned it, it was all flesh. The crew, however, the second one in particular, they got stuck a lot. They didn't like that too much.
Ouch. let alone multiple.
Yeah, but Virginia, I think, got 2. I got 24. But I
There were
think
24 in one movie, or 24
all
throughout
over
your?
3.
All 3.
So it was fun. I mean, I love the character, and I was so honored when, as I heard about it before, Jordan called me, and I was in South Africa.
Well, obviously we have a lot of Joe Bob fans here, so before I go into my questions, I want to open it up for some of you to make sure we get to as many as possible. So, is there anybody that has any questions?
You know, the top humans on the earth become an astronaut. You know, it's the right stuff. There's only like 12 astronauts. She almost like you're not going to become an astronaut. I'm going to be honest with you. It's not going to happen. But if you become an actor, and you're a very good performer, you can play an astronaut. And I was like, well, I can play an astronaut. So that was my first day. And then I had a girlfriend in first grade, Connie Denny, and she had these McDonald's commercials. And everybody's like, oh, she's a star in McDonald's commercial. But she performed at a Christmas pageant, and it was up on the rooftop, and she came out of the chimney and did this thing, and was bouncing around tap dancing, and everyone's like, ah, like, she's great. I'm like, that's not that good. I was like, I could do better than her. So if I didn't have that first girlfriend, competition.
And it sucks me right into that role that she played. God. I even went into a room at the Vegas Tom Dublin's museum. He recreated a Linda Blair room. God, just walking in the room, you know, you're unsettled. So you get a little starstruck, you run into some people that have had a big run. Music.
You know, I did a show a couple years ago in England, and you did get a chance for me to meet everybody. And when you're sitting there, you got Aquaman Jason coming into a photo right after you with his crew, or you got Charlie Sheen over there, or Lee Majors down the road. Signing with you.
Or Robert England over there.
You just kind of go, this is, for me, wow, this is great. But starstruck, I don't know if it's a good word, respect.
Yeah.
You know, I ran casino resorts for 25 years, so I've had the pleasure of meeting everybody from Alan Jackson to CCR, because I signed the checks. You know, I was the chief operating officer, so when we had all these acts, and Alice Cooper, and, you know, Melissa Etheridge, whoever it may be, I got a chance to meet everybody because I go backstage, say hi to them, and they, hey, this is the chief operating officer, you know, the dude signing your paycheck and contract with you, and you get to meet him, and it's more humbling for me, just to say thank you for performing at our venue. The folks that are still the golden age, I mean, you know, the Harry Fonda type of Cary Grant, going back to even Ted White.
Just the perfect view that I'll never forget. Just a great view of everything. So here we got our Shining style hallway, walking towards the window, show you the good view. So if you can see over here, there's the city. Not a great view because of the reflection. Still a good view. Microwave. There's a better look at the city over there. Over here's Ethan somewhere. Okay, let's get her somewhere.